Hello everyone, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking all about how I edit my Instagram photos. I'm going to be showing you the Lightroom preset that I do use, as well as another app that I have been using to edit my photos as well. I change the way I edit my photos all the time, so this is just the most recent way I edit it. So here are just some examples. Here's a before and an after, another before and an after, a third before and after, and a fourth before and after. So as you can see, there are a couple different things I use to edit, so I'm going to be showing those to you today. Hi guys, Editing Brooke here. I realized after I filmed this whole video that none of the screen recordings actually worked. So what you're seeing here is a modified screen recording I took after the fact. It should still be fine, but if it the screen recording doesn't line up exactly to the video, that is why, but you're still getting the same information. So I have opened up my photos in the Lightroom app, imported them. This here, the photo you're looking at, is me in the snow, completely unedited. It is cropped, but that is it. I have cropped it to square for Instagram. And I am going to be applying one of my favorite presets to it. I do personally like to create my own presets. I have bought a couple from others, but most of the ones you're seeing right now are all mine. I think I've only bought like 5 of the ones in here. The rest are all ones that I have created myself. So the one that I have been using recently, I called Loving Him Was Red because it makes the reds pop. So just by clicking on that, you can see that the photo has completely changed. Some of the other ones I've been using recently, just so you can kind of see a little bit different, they've all been a take on this Loving Him Was Red one. So like at Christmas time, you would have seen me use Christmas 2020. Same kind of deal, a little more white, but I'm going to show you guys today Loving Him Was Red because that is the preset I use the most and have been using the most recently. So clicking on this one, I'm just going to hit OK to add it on, and then the detail and effects, sometimes I add sharpening, but usually not. So I'm going to turn that down to 0, and same with color noise reduction. This is better when you have like indoor photos, I guess. I find when I have an outdoor one like this where it is already so clear and white and everything's so crisp, I find you don't need any of that. I'm just also going to turn the clarity down to 0. And the thing about presets is, although they work for generally every single photo, there's always usually something you need to modify or change a little bit because the lighting in every photo is different, the coloring's a little different, the distance you are from the camera is always a little different. Like, no photo is the exact same or going to need the exact same Lightroom formula. So no matter what preset or filter or whatever you're using, you're always going to need to change it up a little bit. So although I do love this filter right here, I am going to go into the color, and I am going to turn down the orange a little bit because my skin tone is a little orange, and I'm going to do that by taking the luminance and just putting it up a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm going to turn it right about there. What I'm also going to do from here is change the light. Personally, my leggings, if I'm wearing leggings, they always get a little bit grayed out. If I'm wearing jeans, it works great, but if I'm wearing leggings, they get a little bit grayed out. So I'm just going to go take the shadows and turn them down. As you can see, that darkens the leggings. And that is literally all I'm going to do for that photo. So as you can see, I've added the preset, and this is what it looks like without. This is what it looks like with. So as you can see, there's some big changes there that just made the photo look so much better while still keeping it really natural. This is another one of me. This one is an indoor photo, but I'm going to use the exact same preset on it. So I'm just going to hit presets, once again choosing the Loving Him Is Red preset. Putting that on there, so as you can see, there is a little bit more going on. It did kind of fade it out. I wouldn't even say it looks better at this point. It still needs some adjustments. Turning down that sharpening, the color noise reduction I am going to leave up a little bit, and the effects, the clarity I am going to turn down a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. And what I'm going to do from here is, although the skin tone in that is not that orange this time, which is great, I am still going to go into the light, and once again, because I do have some blacks in there, turn down the shadows, and I'm also going to turn down the whites a little bit. The contrast is going to go up a little bit higher, and the exposure I am actually going to darken a little bit because I think that looks better. Before and after. It's a lot more warm tone. You have those oranges in there. There isn't any necessarily red to pop out in this photo, but it does make everything look a lot warmer and overall nicer and put together while still looking extremely natural. I know a lot of you guys watching probably have a lot of Disney World pictures, so it's probably nice to see one on there as well. So once again, going into the presets, this is the Loving Him Was Red. Once again, click on that. As you can see, it also enhances the teals a lot, which is something I love because that is my favorite color, is those teals, and also kind of like my branding and self-branding for my channel and all my social medias and that. So I really love that. And once again, although I do like the sharpening on this one, I am still going to turn it down a little bit. I find you can keep it at full when you're doing something without people in it. If you're just doing like a scenery photo or something, keeping the sharpening at full is usually really nice. But I am right now, but just because I am in here, going to turn it down a little bit. Same with the clarity. That looks pretty good to me. I might crop it better or something, but like at this point that works really well for me. So like literally you can see this is the after and the before. Wow, I just realized my screen recording was not working for any of that. So that sucks. Okay, so what you guys saw was definitely a bit of a condensed screen recording. So like an after version. I'm really not sure what's going on with my phone. It has been a mess recently, but we'll try it for the next app. But anyway, I did just want to talk about the Loving Him Was Red preset. This is a preset that I do use all the time. I did create it 100% myself. It is my preset. So I did decide to put it up for sale on Etsy. However, if you do know me, you would know that I do not like the sale of presets. I think they are ridiculously overpriced. Although I have bought presets, I don't necessarily like the fact that people are selling them for like $7, $10, $20. So I have put up my preset. I haven't quite decided on a price yet, but when you see this video, there will be a price. This is the price I decided on. I feel like it will be a price that is extremely reasonable, super cheap. Although I believe a lot of presets are overpriced, I still believe in paying people for their work, and this is what I feel like is a very fair price if you would like to purchase my preset and use it. There will also be instructions on there on how to download it into Lightroom. You do need to have the Lightroom app. This does not include like a Lightroom subscription or anything. So this will be a mobile preset for you to use on Lightroom on your phone. And all of that will be linked down below. It will be sold on my Etsy shop, Frozen Fractals. The other way I like to edit photos is through the pink Papaya app. And this is a new app made by the Bird's Papaya. She is an Instagram influencer and I absolutely love her content. She came out with this app and I really love it. I did buy the full subscription, however there is a free version that you can use. The filter that I do like to use from this app is included in the free version, but there is some stuff I use that is not included in the free version, but most of it is. So you can go check that out if you wanted. Okay, so for this one, I thought we could use this one of me like sitting in the car here. I did add a little bit of a thing to my sunglasses of Epcot in Photoshop. I feel like everyone is different, so it's very hard to do like any sort of tutorial on that. But the filter that I am going to use for this is the Vogue filter. As you can see, everything just got so much more pink. Literally so much more pink, and I love that. My lips, my coat, everything. There's a nice pink hue tone to it. I really do love it. I am going to turn it down a little bit, press that check mark. So the cool thing about this app is there's more that you can do than just add and change filters, which I love. So hitting on the three dots here, there's so much stuff you can add. So there's like dust specks, which you can do and change like the difference of them. You can add sparkles. I've been adding a lot of sparkles, not necessarily in this photo, but like I'll put it if I have like taking a selfie on my phone in the mirror, I'll put it on like the camera on my phone, or I'll just add it to the air if something is sparkly or whatnot. There's like shadows that you can put on and change the opacity of them as well. I personally like the flares, which kind of make it look like it was some sort of film photo or something. So looking at flare 1, as you can see, it adds kind of a cool effect. I'll turn that down a bit so you can still see the effect. Like even looking at the steering wheel here, you can see kind of the rainbow stuff that's going on. Yeah, and there's like just like a whole bunch of different ones that you can add. I usually won't add more than 1 to a photo, but let's add 2 for fun. You can add some lights, some sparkles. So let's say I wanted to add a galaxy, and you can twist it and change it. Let's say I wanted to add a galaxy in the window. I mean, it looks kind of like dust in the window. But I could do that, or I could add clouds to the sky if I wanted to, or in front of me, something like that. There's a lot of different edits you can do, and if you look on my Instagram, you can see how I have used some of them. Here is a great example. So this was the before and the after. There's a ton of different things you can use. You can also change the colors, brightness, all that kind of stuff, once again, right in the app here too. You can add text right on the photo if you wanted to. Whatever you wanted that to say, you can put that right on there. Hit that check mark, and the cool thing about this app is that when you are done, it actually tells you like a fun little thing. So it's like, sing it, I am beautiful in every single way. So it's like just like a little motivational quote thing as you save your photo. So yeah, I just filmed this whole video and realized it didn't screen record, which is great. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you check out those presets if you want to check out my preset, or check out the Pink Papaya app if you wanted to use that to edit your photos as well. But that is how I've been editing my Instagram photos. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day.